Good afternoon, everybody. It is almost 1 o'clock. It is Saturday, the 22nd of May. This is going to be a quick video. I'm hoping this will be a quick video because I'm tired of making long videos for one reason or another. But we got our Amazon box that I've been expecting. The one thing that was in that box that's for me is, or primarily for me, even though it will help everybody else around me, is the book that people were talking about, The American Cozy. I compared it to the Nordic Secret of Happiness, or the How to Hagee book. This is a little bit smaller in size, which does not really determine much because it's the way a person writes the book and the information and whatnot that make the difference. But this book, I read the back end. I like what I read in the back end. The author for this book is a Danish-American lifestyle expert. And I've got a gnat in this room that's going to irritate the crud out of me. This book is basically, she took the Danish concept of Hagee and converted it for more of an American, American twist, basically. As she puts it in the back, it says, think of it as the Danish law of attraction meets feng shui with a dash of positive thinking. So basically what I read on the back is like, she took the concepts of the Danish or the Nordic Hagee from this book, or maybe not even from that book, maybe just from her childhood backgrounds and whatnot, and converted it for Americans, because what she says here on the back end is she's basically trying to simply, whoa, wait a minute, hold on. Yeah, she's basically trying to simplify the idea of Hagee for the busy everyday American lifestyle, because we here in America are constantly on the go, whether it's work, whether it's family, whether it's just the general life that we have to live in. And now I haven't even read the intro and whatnot, which I want to do here in a little bit, but I will most likely, unless the intro is very, very inspiring and makes me go, okay, this is more for Americans, I should be reading this, because most of my viewers are from America. So if the intro is like one of those, ooh, this does make it simplified for Americans, I'm going to read American Cozy and use that for my Hagee studies. But I will finish the other book, because even though it's geared more towards Euros, people who live in Europe and whatnot, I had originally hoped that when I was reading this, it would inspire me for America. But like one of you suggested that I should get this book. So my videos for Hagee that I've done so far, I noted that the last two, part 9.1 and 9.2, did not get the positive reviews that the first 8 parts got. And I don't know if that was because of me and my reading skills or whatnot, or just that a lot of the new, no, I'm not going to go down that avenue, and it could be anything. But the next part out of the original Hagee book that I have is, where's my bookmark? It's getting more about the foods and whatnot. And to be honest with you, looking through it, it's all the different recipes that she has. So I'm like flipping through all these recipes, and I'm like, well, most of these recipes I can't really do here at the house because of the ingredients. I'd have to find some way to convert it into keto-friendly ingredients. Then I skip over to like part 5, which talks about the Nordic kitchen, and she talks about Nordic by nature, and then it's all recipes, a whole bunch more recipes. And I'm like, well, I don't want to deal with the recipes right now because I don't think I can cook any of them. So I'm trying to skip over like the recipes and whatnot. And there's recipes for foods, drinks, alcoholic beverages. And then the very the next section, which is chapter 7, is design and home. So I might just skip. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna skip all over all the food stuff and go straight to the home part. So maybe I will continue the Nordic Hagi book, because I just skipped over like nearly a quarter of the book, and just by getting past the past all the food stuff. So like the last 2 chapters of this book should be quick and simple if I can get myself to read. But I figured maybe if I skip over like the non-essential parts of the Nordic Hagi book and just get down to like the basics, without dealing with the foods and whatnot, that should be easy for everybody. But we'll see. I'm kind of undecided about a lot of stuff right now when it comes to reading, because part of me wants to focus on getting all the house stuff done as quickly as possible, because, well, let's just put it this way. And I probably already said this once before. I looked at, we looked at our finances yesterday, and don't know what it's going to be like after. Well, we'll know pretty much by June 10th what our finances look like for July. Because as it is right now, we are pretty much paid up on all our bills. We just got done paying off or paying down a lot of our bills from our YouTube monies. And right now until June 21st, when our next our next pay comes in from YouTube, we're good. Then something cropped up last night. Mom, who wants to go and visit her family in Ohio, and usually it's it's usually Mom, Jerry-Ann, my Aunt Sue that we pick up in St. Louis, and myself go to Ohio to visit our family members. And Mom talked to my uncle, who is the person we go stay with. Basically said anywhere in between June 22nd and July 12th, which is the day after his birthday and the day before Diane's birthday, they have open availability. And I'm like, well, we don't really have the extra money to go do that, so who's going to pay for all the expenses? You know, don't know if we'll all be able to stay at my aunt and uncle's house, even though they've got space. It's like, do they have beds and whatnot? So it's kind of like one of those things where Mom was like, well, I'll pay for whatever expenses we have. And I'm like, that's not the point, Mom. The point is where we're going to stay. First off, that's the first thing I'm worried about, because if we stay with my aunt and uncle, we don't have to worry about that much food money. And, oh, you got into the coffee cup and died. Okay. my little gnat must have got into the coffee and drowned. But it's also like if we go to any place like we normally do, and we always buy a good quantity of like specialty foods that we can't get here in Rolla or in Missouri. We can get it in Amish country. It's one of the things we always do when we go there is go to Amish country. So it's kind of like, we'll see. We'll see. We've got a month to figure things out and plan it out and see what happens. I kind of want to call a family meeting tonight to talk about that. But it's kind of premature because we won't know until June 10th what our money is going to look like for July. And if for some reason the money is not looking good and I need to start looking for a job, I don't want to have to get hired at a job and tell them that I need a week off shortly after I get hired. That's just not something I like doing. Or worst case scenario, I get hired at a new job because I have to get hired I have to go to work and send everybody but myself to Ohio and just say, when you get to Ohio, if you feel like getting me, and I'll just write down my list of cheeses, specialty cheeses that I can only get in Ohio. So it's one of those things where I'm like trying to do a balancing act and hoping for the best outcome. Jerry's viewership and income is going up because she's starting to do more. Mine, thanks to the graces of the graces of God and you, the viewers, I'm getting better. My numbers are going up, and I'm thankful for it because parts of me go, maybe it's in the plans, his plans, not mine, that I don't have to worry about a job, or maybe I don't even have to worry about a full-time job. Maybe I just have to worry about a part-time job. So it's one of those things where it's like, how do I balance this out where everybody's happy and I'm not stressing and that kind of thing. And the only people I worry about when it comes to who's happy, who's not happy is the other two people in this house. Now, my happiness, well, it will be there. And I'm not going to stress out about it because the factor if I stress out about it is like I've realized and like I said to you guys, it's not worth the time nor money to be stressed out. Not money, time or energy. There we go. Time or energy to be stressed out over things that are out of my control. And I feel like there's a lot of things that are out of my control that I used to worry about constantly, but don't need to be worried about it no more. And one of those things was employment. Now I've thought about looking for something that I can probably do here at the house as work besides YouTube that will help my finances. Sorry, I heard a noise that I didn't recognize. It's sounded like somebody's table saw. But anyhow, yeah. I thank you guys I really, really thank and appreciate you guys for watching my channel. Even though there are a number of you who don't always agree with what I say, and I'm not looking for any rebuttals or anything like that. I'm just going to say this much. Because of my newfound happiness and my newfound joy and all the things that I've been doing that make me happy and the things I've been reading to help me understand my happiness, I'm going to say this much. I will agree to disagree with your opinions, especially if they're not something I agree with. your like or dislike for my channel and my content, well, I don't worry about that no more. Oh yeah, I see it and go, oh okay, well yeah, there are X number of people who don't exactly like that my particular subject of the day. That's fine. That's your choice. But still, you hopefully you guys literally watched the whole video before you made your agree or disagree mark. Um, if you didn't, well, then your agreed or disagree does not count in my book. So, and since I can't tell, who's done what to who or who's watched what or how much you watched before you made your decision, that's fine. I don't worry about it no more. I used to, but now it's like, why am I worried about it? Why am I worried about your approval or disapproval? And the the number of people who have approved and made comments to their approval or what they liked about it or whatever, great. That's kind of a booster to me. But anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and sign off, and I will see you guys on the flip side. If you liked or disliked, it doesn't matter. Go ahead and put your mark, whatever you want to do. If you have a question or comment, go ahead and put it in the question comment box. If you are new to my channel and choose to subscribe, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I can't say that word all of a sudden. Hit the subscribe button. There we go. A little bell will pop up, and you click on that bell, and YouTube will let you know when I put in my next video. Until next time, you guys have a good day. Bye.